All right, my name is... See, I hate this part. Okay. Colleen Jensen. We have a cute little hobby farm with goats, chickens, and a lot of cats. And I run a business on my farm. I have an occasional vintage sale. It happens a couple times a year because we don't have heat in the barn. And we have home decor, furniture, jewelry, photography, just a bunch of things. And we took our old barn and we added chandeliers and made it into a kind of a cute venue for a sale. It's a mess. Maybe we could try and find a clean spot at the barn. Yeah. You can come in here. You go downstairs. You have to go downstairs. Goodbye. Well, previously in my brick and mortar, what we had was once a month, and it was for 4 days, and each time would be more of an event. So there'd be different things. The shop would look different. So the benefits you get is it's always kind of fun and new. It's not the same old stagnant kind of, antique store that you walk into all the time. So I kind of have the same model, but I do it in a barn sale, so it's more seasonal. I think people like it because it's like, even you can have a same thing and you just kind of move it around and it looks different, and it's just always a new experience. So a lot of these things are just like things, like I believe this was in a junk pile, and it's a bedpost turned upside down, and I painted it and I chalkboard painted it and it became a sign. This was from a schoolhouse in Missouri. So that one's kind of cool. It was at my old shop, and it's just kind of something I wouldn't sell. My favorite one that my daughter hates is my jewelry display, which rolls really well, but in its prior life was a gurney. So, but nobody seems to know because they don't really look at it. And I made all these displays. They're really just an ashtray, drilled holes, S-hooks. I think someone made this out of bedposts. So we just have a lot of reusable things. We have doors, old lamps as my props for my jewelry display. It's fun because these all kind of have different stories. This one came from a house, and their parents had passed away, and she didn't know what to do with it, and she sold everything. But this was held in World War II, the blanket, so it lifts up. In the Salvation Army, that's where they kept all their blankets for if there was an emergency. This comes from an old railroad station, and let's see, that's where they would hang all they'd punch, where they would punch your tickets or whatever it is. So, kind of a fun piece that people could reuse. Yes, it's a mess right now. So it's March right now. So our spring sale, I have to start cleaning up and gearing it up and cleaning it, because in the barn things get really, dusty and dirty. So that's step one. And then I change everything around. So all of this will be taken down and kind of moved and dispersed, and I'll have different vignettes set up. So let's see. I personally don't know that I'd want to sit in the same store and say the same stuff. I like the idea where it kind of is always changing. It gives me the flexibility to go out and hunt for new stuff, so which is fun to do too. But there's just a big variety. The login for my dad's.
I'm Steve Jensen. I've been in Minnesota most of my life. Grew up here, went to school here, went to college here. It has always been her vision from the get-go. I'm just a person that really tried to listen to what her vision is, support it in any way that I can, because I've been able to pursue the things that I wanted to pursue in my life, whether that be my career or other things that I've wanted to do in my life. And I think it's important to have her feel the same way. So I think when we were first married, she mentioned that she had this dream or this idea, and we've just been fine-tuning it ever since, to be honest.
$9 to number 160.
Cute for the cat. I don't really know why I bought all these. I thought they were cool. Look! That's so cute. I just thought it was cute. This I did not want, but I got a doll, apparently. I have flowers on there. Have it outside. It was $10 and nobody wanted it. And so I was like, all right, for $10, I could buy it. Oh my gosh, I love these. For rugs. I like them sculpturally. Like I would hang them on a wall, put them in a vase. They're just really cool. You got the baby, the mama, and then the dad. I don't know what else. And these rug beaters. I see them as sculptural art to hang on a wall. The days before, this was a porta potty.
Colleen has skills that I could not even pretend to be good at. And so the way that we make it work is I just step back and let her shine at the things that she's really good at. And she empowers me to do the things that I'm really good at. I like buying. I'm more of a picker. She's good at it, but she doesn't mind just delegating that to me because she knows I'll buy the right things. But I am terrible at display. I'm terrible at staging. I'm terrible at, certain things that are just her strength. And so I don't get involved in those things. Sometimes I do it just for fun. I'll turn something just like 2 inches and Colleen will walk by and she'll turn it back. And I just think it's really funny because she notices those little details and that she's very detail oriented.
Okay, so went with a theme of nature and spring. So I kind of tried to get the same tones and colors and with a variety of different textures. I used this little cabinet and I filled it with greens and garden tools and green books, kind of bring in the spring feeling. I just used some fake greenery just to add a little bit of texture. And then just kind of went with the colors of green and brown and watering cans and kind of an earthy look. I try and show people like this could be a display piece and you could use it in just different ways. Because I find that if you're not creative, sometimes people look at it and they're like, I'm not sure what to do with it. So if you show them different ways to use it, then they're more apt to buy it. I still need to find something to put here. I'm not sure what I do. And then I'll probably stick some stuff in here. And I'll find a spot for this. So I'm not done, but kind of the start. And then I'll probably put something up there to kind of mimic this. I'm not sure what it will be. Doors, hinges, and an old screen door. That is my first attempt at our spring sale.
She hates working on the finances. I don't mind it. So I'll do all the taxes for the business, or I'll keep track of the revenue and the expenses, that kind of thing. I don't mind doing it. Even though we work as a team, we all have the roles and responsibilities pretty well figured out, and we just do what our strengths are. And I think that's true in a marriage. Even when we were father and mother, there were certain things that she was good at and that she does, and there's things that I am good at and I do, and we just naturally do the things that are kind of part of our roles and responsibilities. And that's how marriages and that's how business as a family works.
Bye.